Got you.
We are here.
What up? What up?
We
What
are live. Wait a minute. Live.
up?
There you go. White Rambo, my main man. Shanna, my main homegirl. What's happening? Fam, what's up, brother? 2
Hold up,
a.m.
bud. Hold up.
That gun guy again. Man, you know that gun guy, he be arguing with me on my videos a lot, bro.
Oh, he be arguing with you?
I mean, it be good arguments, but I just, he be arguing with me though. How your week going, man?
So far, so good, man. I ain't kind of to complain about, really.
Hey, Coy, what's up, bro?
What up, Coy?
I ain't talked to Coy in a minute, man. Did I talk to him in 2026? I think I did. I think I did. But you know, man, when you got rich friends, bro, all of them do not act the same. Tell you that much.
Mhm.
Be more bigs. What's happening, man?
What up,
Doctor
Billy?
T in the building.
Hey, Dr. T.
Reek Jizzle.
What up,
Boom,
Reek?
boom, 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 boom.
That gun guy. What's going on, gun guy?
Man, I got some updates. I got some meetup updates. We got some guests stopping by tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2026 coming in. He said, "You got it."
What up, Fat Cat? What up, Tony?
I just felt like you should have said the first part of that name.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like that. Is that a dude or a female?
I
Because
don't
if
know
it's a
because it's
female, it's
PhD.
disrespectful. If it's a dude,
All I know is if it's a
saying a dude is
female,
like a pimp, but
well,
if
if
it's a female,
it's a dude, I think it's kind of weird because PHAT stands for
but
particular.
you said it though.
I don't care.
Rev
It's
Tony, what
in their
up,
name.
man? Yeah,
It's
Ghost
in their
Dog.
name. It's in their name. What up, Ghost
Yeah,
Dog?
but remember when old boy came in with that gun
Oh,
company and we wouldn't say it?
you got a greenie.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
but
do?
that's different. Fat cat is fat in that particular instance. What they have there is totally different
Hey,
than
we just got a new member, bro.
yeah.
Oh man, watch out.
Because
Watch out. Here we go. Here
It's
we
an
go.
acknowledgement.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Ah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
What's STD? Ah.
That's right. We changing up the membership game. No more yelling. STD, what's cracking? Man, if y'all don't mind, please smash the like button on the way in. Listen, so
1858, what up?
I'll get going when we get a couple more people in here. We'll start chopping up. He said 40 Smith and Wesson is not dead in my house. Well, that's good to know, man.
I
I
mean,
don't know if it's good to know. I'm with you.
I know it lives somewhere. What up, Chris? What up, Targets? I
I don't shoot no.
was gonna
I
say
have
it
40, but
don't
I
live
don't
here.
really.
It don't live here, but I'm glad I got a home somewhere.
I got a high point though.
Oh, all right, FCD. You on the coast, huh?
Standing around out there in Jersey.
What you say, Shannon? That was a bit
What up?
lackluster. What?
What'd he say?
Shannon said that was a bit lackluster.
Oh, come on, Shannon.
All right, she is the toughest critic, man. What up, Jason?
Yeah, she can do it. She can do that. I let her get away with it.
Oh, y'all.
I think the yelling was taking a toll on my health.
What up, Ken?
Okay, get right. Armel, what up, man?
Cousin on the
Hey,
building. What up?
man. Hey, Armel. Armel, man, sometimes, I like to scroll Instagram,
Uh,
see what's going on. Armel is like a disgruntled rapper, man. When he be posing on Instagram like he got beef, like people messing with him, like it is what it is, like he like that, like he with it.
that's the Brooklyn in
They,
him, man. That's the Brooklyn in
it
him.
gotta be, bro. It
Yeah,
gotta
oh
be.
man, Brooklyn dude.
Man,
That's what it is. He a Brooklyn dude. That's a Brooklyn in him.
he be like, he be like, this better than your Glock. I said what I said. Pull up, you got a problem. That type of stuff.
Yeah, Brooklyn all the way.
Like, dang, bro. Be like, you tripping. But you know, um, I got hold on.
Oh, that's
I don't
why.
like that. Oh, okay.
Got this thing
Never
all
mind.
messed up.
It's
That's
me.
the
It's
problem.
me. It's me. So tonight, man, I would love for y'all to have some good questions for Jacob Gray. You know,
Okay.
I was it should have we should have been brought them on here because I think we can have one of those really fun conversations. Because you
Mhm.
know, we have people on, and I really don't want to give it away because they could be listening, right? So I don't, we don't like to do traditional interviews, right? Like it's not, and I think sometimes, people might come in and expect that. No, we
Right.
just like to have a conversation. I want to see people loosen up, and I think a lot of times when companies are able to do that, man, it goes over so well with people
It does.
because now you're able to attach real people to a company
Right.
versus it just being a name and then you don't really know what's to it. So we gonna ask whatever y'all want to ask when these guys come in. I know I had some questions that I want to hit them with. So and then hopefully we'll get Bill the Thrill to stop by tonight.
Yeah, I hit him up.
So outside of that, man, I do have some meetup updates.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna wait, I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes before I give those, man. But how's everybody New Year going, man? Y'all been out spending bread already? Want to see
Nope.
who already jumping on the bandwagon.
Oh no, man, I'm lying.
I
Yeah,
did do a little something. I did do a little something.
I did too. I'm lying. I just thought about it.
I ain't do nothing. Well, I didn't do it. Company did it, but it is what it is. He said, "You don't know who I got." I don't know, man.
Right.
I'm with you though, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You my homie, so I'm with you. Whatever. It is what it is. I hope ain't nobody I like, but
Thank you, Shanna.
a lot of give and no
Ah,
Q.
what you get, Biggs?
What you get, Biggs? I'd like to know that too.
What you get, Chris? A lot of get, no views.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening. I'll be right back.
Snap at you. What up, man? What's going on, bro? Bro, I gotta send you your T-shirt, man. It's sitting over here.
Who you got? T-shirt?
I got a T-shirt for a Snap. I was supposed to send it to him. I'm just slacking, man.
Oh, the one you supposed to send last year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he probably don't even want it now.
Nah, he do. I don't want to. I don't want to charge it to my heart, man. Charge it to my head.
That man probably wear a different size now, man.
Nah, it still fit.
You know what though? I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Oh, you bought a 36K. Okay.
Zero. There you go.
You want to see
There
him?
you go. My main man. See, my boy be listening to me, man. He be hearing me,
Straight
even
line.
though I don't even got mine yet.
Hey, Michelle.
So, but I hear those. Can't let you gotta let me know, man. I can't wait till you get it. Let me know how what you think, especially getting your first can. I think you're gonna really like it because if you never had one, I know
I'm
I
just
was losing my mind when I got my first one.
I'm just waiting, bro, to get my fingerprints on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not buying nothing else until I get the trust set up and put everything in it. I'm not getting nothing else.
Chris said you got a helmet,
A helmet? Oh, he must have went and spent a bag on.
lots of ammo, new rank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! So
A ruck. All
big
right.
shout out to the gun food because I got a gun food care package. I call it, and man, there's some crazy stuff in there. Like, so I never had any of the 158 grain.
Mm-hmm.
So big shout out to Patrick for that, and not a lot of nice 223 stuff and just a real nice care package. I think you got to go over there because I told y'all last week he got a ton of inventory.
Hey, Burner Girl.
Like he just did something crazy, bro. I don't know what he did, but I think he bought like half the South ammo supply.
Mhm.
Now he's, you know, getting it out to the public. You got go see him. I'm telling you. Just go check him out. Go to thegunfood.com and just check him out. And he be uploading new stuff all the time. So just kind of check with it every day. And then use
Mhm.
that RGG code, save yourself a couple more bucks.
What up, know what?
Runner girl, what's happening?
Shit, trying to get some nods if y'all got a plug. I ain't got no plug.
Who trying to get some nut? I ain't got no plug. I got a plug, Optics Planet. What's going on, man? Hold on. 1 second, bro. I'm listening, but I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm right here. I just
Yeah, no, what up? What up? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. On Mel said, Ray, call integrity if you're looking for some nods.
okay, okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was right. You shifted and moving, goes though. What do you mean you shifting and moving? You in a truck or something? Roadblock. What up, bro?
Oh, Lizzie, Happy New Year, man. If I didn't say it already.
Ah, you got it on Friday? I ain't goes dog. You gonna like it. I ain't. Hey, you gonna like it.
Patrick, my main man. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What up, Patrick? What's going on, bro? Yeah, yo, step in the building. Mr. Dixon, what's going on, sir?
Mr. Dixon.
Just left the range. Gotta stop by Menards. Oh, okay. Oh, you moving? You out in the streets?
He's still going to the range. That's when you know it's real.
Yeah, he just left. Now you gotta go to Menards. Get something good at Menards. I like Menards too. I got another company for you to check out. Hey, good. That company sounds familiar for some reason, gun guy.
What company is that?
Hager Defense. That sounds
Oh yeah,
familiar.
yeah, yeah. They do. They make some cool stuff. They make a lot of accessories for like like CZ brand, Strybog, stuff like that.
Okay.
BTG, what's up, man?
What up, BTG?
So before like I'm gonna get into some I got some meetup updates. Well, matter of fact, I'll get into that first. So obviously you know the meetup is June 11th to the 13th.
Who riding?
Um, we adding in Thursday because we're doing Thursday is optional, but we suggest you be there because we're gonna do a the boat tour, the downtown boat tour, and then have like a poolside sip and chat, kick it that
Mhm.
night. You know what I'm saying for the people that's there, and then
That's what we
obviously,
call it. We call it a sip and chat.
yeah, yeah, the sip and chat. You know, and then we go into Friday morning with the women's conference, followed by community range day.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Brian will be back in town. We're gonna do Stop the Bleed again, so we'll have all that set up. Itineraries will go out, as we get closer to the event, times and locations and everything. Um, and then we do, the popular meet and greet exhibitor showcase, which is gonna be dope this year because we'll be opened up going out toward the. It's a lot that we'll get into all of that later, but that
Huh?
part is gonna be great. Oh man, shout out to Jacksonville, man. And then on Saturday we get up and we do industry range day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know, community range day is where you guys are able to, if you want, bring your own guns, and we just kind of like a show and tell. We get to
Mm-hmm.
mingle, network, shoot each other's guns, and have some fun. Industry range day, leave your guns, your ammo, everything at the house or at the hotel, rather, or wherever you're gonna leave it in your car, and we go to industry range day where we shoot all the vendor guns. So whatever companies that we have coming out, they're gonna be showcasing all their new products. We get to shoot those guns and see what's dope. Um,
What up, Buck?
then,
Buck, yeah.
huh?
I was
We got
saying
another
welcome.
one?
I was saying welcome to Buck. He just
Oh,
this is his first time watching, so I was wanted. I ain't want to miss him.
oh,
What's up?
Buck 28 Tactical. What's happening, man? Welcome. So that then we leave that range day and we go back and we have the RGA award dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
That stands for Regular Gun Tube Awards. And we did something cool this year. We brought back Influencer Awards.
Yes, we did.
So we kind of took it away the last 2 years. You know, we kept it real low key. But this time we definitely paying some homage to the community. There's a lot of new people out, you know, that we wanted to acknowledge, a lot of people that's doing good work. So hopefully you guys will, you know, you'll be receiving emails, not you, but influencers.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be getting emails or DMs to acknowledge their nomination.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys will see them posting it. Voting will open up on January 20th.
That's right.
So the voting goes live on January 20th. We got over 13, 14 votable categories. So I think we went over the categories um, on Friday, and we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk more about it as we go. But definitely get ready for that. Some of you
Thank
guys, some people may have already received some emails, you know, regarding the nomination. So we're excited about all of that, man. And shout out to everybody who've been getting tickets, man. Tickets have, you know, been kind of moving.
you. Mm-hmm.
I think my Louisiana guys got right over the weekend.
Yeah.
So you know they roll in deep because I'm like I saw a batch order come in. I was like, dang, who is
Yeah.
that? So this happens every year. We'll get a few of those batch ticket orders, and I think we're gonna, you know, I think we're gonna have our best turnout ever. I'm optimistic about that, just from the way it looks now. So that's that. And I was finna
Bro, bro, how far is Jacksonville from Savannah?
not far at all. I don't know the exact time, but maybe a couple hours, maybe.
Okay.
It ain't far at all, actually. So believe it or not, I think Jacob Gray is actually located down that area, like South Carolina, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But Savannah, South Carolina, you know, it borders.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah, it ain't far at all. So like that's why that was another big reason for choosing Jacksonville. Jacksonville's just dope in itself. I like it, but it's also located right. You know, when you start getting into Florida, um, Florida's long, man. Like you be driving forever going into Central
Mm-hmm.
South Florida. So Jacksonville's at the top, is north. So you know you're bordering Georgia.
It's right
So
there.
anybody that's in Georgia, Southeast region, anywhere up the East Coast, you know, it's not hard to get there.
Straight shot. Ghetto. What up?
Hey Ghetto, I got your email, bro. We waiting on the trigger itself. That's why we ain't did no movement. Optics Planet has to. They haven't sent it yet. So once we get it, then we can go. That's kind of what happens with the Christmas giveaway. Sometimes the stuff gets in a little later. And then somebody had messaged us. I forgot who it was about the
What?
the bag from Dr. Brian.
Oh yeah.
So hold on. Yeah. But anyway, we'll get that information over to him, and then he'll get that out.
Oh Havoc. So you good? It's only 6.5 hours from
It's not
Central
bad
North
at all.
Carolina.
That's how far I had to drive when we had to meet up by Zach. It
Yeah,
was
that's
about
that's
six
a
and a half hours.
that's a good good day trip distance.
Yeah.
Time much to say. Oh, you in VA, Buck? All right. You coming to the meetup? It's gonna be a 10-hour drive. Yeah, it's gonna be a long drive, Shannon. Long drive.
10 hours is long.
I mean, 10 hours is when I get above, bro. When I get above like 8 hours, it starts getting longer to me. When you get to 10 hours, and it's gonna take me longer than that to get there. So it's gonna be a long drive.
Well, you drive longer than that to what you call it, to New York.
Well, yeah, New York think about that, but
It's tomorrow.
it's still a long drive. That's still long. It used to not be that long to me, but now that drive is long to me. I'm getting older. Hey, what up, Siege?
Hi, CG.
Me Thursday.
Okay.
Oh, Roblox. That
So,
sounds like a plan, man. If I can get there early enough.
what do you say?
If anybody want to go with him to Top Shot before the boat ride on Thursday, I definitely will be there before check-in. So
Oh yeah, I'll pull up with you, bro, because I'm be there. I'll be there on that Tuesday.
take what train? STD? What are you talking about? You said take the train. Take the train to where? Oh, he mean take the train from here to there. Man, I ain't took the train in a long time, man. Been the
Take the
longest.
train. Does anybody in the chat right now? I wanted to
Right, Major
ask.
Holly.
I got two questions I want to ask. One, do anybody currently own a Jacob Gray firearm, or are you familiar? And you can just answer, I have, just say which one you have, or just say I'm familiar or never heard of. He said it'll take 84. You ain't lying, boy. Them train rides, that can be. You got to be prepared. That's the trip. It don't matter where you going.
Oh, he said if I don't want to drive. I mean, I don't mind doing the drive. I damn sure don't want to take 15, 16 hours on a train. What up, Eric?
Eric, what up? Okay, that gun guy. Where you at again? You in South Carolina? Doctor T, you ain't never. Where you been?
Dr. T, you ain't never heard of it? I'm surprised. Probably, Shannon.
Oh yeah, yeah, fam. He be having them. He buy everything. Okay, he got like the early Jacob Gray. He was on to it early.
Oh, he from Columbia. Yeah, yeah. Right now, he in upstate New York. That
Oh,
drunk.
okay, okay.
So prosperity. I think that's what Major Havoc said. Jacob Gray is in prosperity. My wife said if I was driving and she was. Oh, okay, Roblox.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man. I don't even. That's crazy for me. Now this obviously this time I'll drive, but no, I don't. I fly to damn near every meetup.
I
I,
don't mind
I ain't
the
gonna
road.
lie.
I don't mind the road trips. If for some
I,
reason we
I,
end
I
up,
can't do it no more, man. I think I'm just old, man. For one, I don't like driving at night. I can drive at night, but I don't like doing road trips at night, if that makes sense.
actually,
But
that's
if I'm just going somewhere local, hour away, a few minutes, I don't mind. But
them night road trips is the best. Me,
yeah. Hey, that's the thing, Chris. That's interesting you say that because a lot of times, like companies will release a
yeah.
firearm and then that there's going to be improvements of variations or different things that's going to come out. And you be like, damn, it's like when people bought the XP Pro,
Right.
right? Then you got the XP Pro ported.
It's just like with the
Then
2K11 right now,
then you're like, damn, I just bought this one.
bro. It's just like the 2K11 right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just dropped a new one.
That's right. Ain't nobody out there, Roblox. No traffic. That's right, kid.
Man,
Just keep it moving. Oh, who riding? I'm going to Buggies too, man. If it's one,
someone cookies.
I'm going to Buggies too, bro.
Well, a lot of people coming down 75. If that's the way y'all going,
That's the way I'm.
you
Gotta
definitely
stop
going
at
you
Buggies.
gonna pass a couple buckies.
That's right. Gotta stop at Buggies.
Yeah, that XP comp is dope, man. Definitely. Yeah, if you've never been to Bucky's, you got to go.
That's right. It's an experience.
I always stop, especially if you BOTP. If you are a brother of the plate,
You go want to stop.
you should stop at Bucky's. I mean, it would be in your best interest if you want to maintain your status.
Yeah, Bucky's got everything, man.
Well, you can ask them about that tonight. You can ask them about that tonight. Maurice, what up, man? Hey, shout out to Maurice, man. He was at Arm 5, he was in Atlanta like the week before, felt like.
Right.
He said he's seen everything in Atlanta
He got there early.
prior to the meetup. So I plan on flying with points. I heard that. Alert Zone, Jimmy Walker, what up, man?
Yeah, what up, Jimmy?
Jimmy Walker, you need to get your tickets, man, down to Jacksonville, bro.
He said Bucky's don't got diapers. Chris, you want to know something? I wouldn't be too sure about that.
That's weird too, cause they got everything.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be too sure. They got grills and kayaks. So they definitely got right. They got diapers.
All right, Jimmy Walker, can't wait to see you, man. Jimmy Walker enjoyed himself down there, man.
He sure did. Him and the wife.
Jimmy Walker pulled up looking like the third member of UGK. So
It's
pimping ain't easy.
hydraulic guide rod recoil system. Is it just for their guns, or you can put it in something else?
Cool Cliffs Guns.
That sounds interesting. Have it?
Okay, two things. Two things. One, let's drop what city we from.
What up, fan?
So I can see where everybody checking in at. And if you are just listening and you have not commented or said anything,
Right,
say
Chris.
what up. Just say what up to us. Make sure you say what's up, you know, to everybody. So let's drop the cities because we're gonna have our guests coming in real soon. As a matter of fact, I think I saw an ugly face pop up somewhere. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm
I saw some over there.
let's see where everybody's from, man. We got all right. Dang, it started going faster than I was expecting. Toledo in the building, New
Toledo.
Orleans, right?
What do Toledo like?
OKC. Shout out to OKC, man. The defending NBA champs.
Yeah, New York,
Naptown,
Kanye. Salute, New York.
Havoc in Winston Salem, Carolina. He was a big Michael Jordan fan at one point in time.
Pennsylvania.
Conyers, Georgia. New York. Emporia, Virginia. That sound rich. Is that a rich community? That sound real rich. Like
Never heard of that.
neither. Brunswick, Georgia.
Yeah,
See,
Oakland
an
in the
hour from
building.
Jacksonville, Florida. So that's easy logistically for you. You might as well pull up to the meetup, man. You won't regret it.
What up, Dave? Cleveland in the building.
Kansas City, PA, Roanoke, a lot of VA.
Ill Real, what up?
No dirty Jersey, Brooklyn.
Turkey Burger.
What part of Texas is that?
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Philly. All right, okay. Oakland, Oaktown,
DC.
Alberta, Canada. Shut up, ghetto.
What up, Big Mark?
You from you from your name.
Right, ghetto.
Burner girl out there in DC.
Chris said it's basically Austin. Okay. Hampton.
All right, okay, cool. Got people from all over, man. So look, we're gonna bring our guests in, y'all, cause now I'm ready to start talking. I talk a lot anyway, but I'm ready to get to it. So y'all got questions ready? That's good. If not, don't worry. I got plenty. So boom and boom. Here
Look at
we go.
us. Look
What's up,
at
Toddy?
us.
What
Heck
up,
yeah.
James?
Don't look so serious, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's looking real serious.
Loosen up. We finna have some fun, man. How you guys doing?
Good,
Good, man.
man. Carl, how are you?
I'm good, brother. It's good to see y'all, man. I haven't seen you in a while. The last time we saw each other, you were introducing the Knox Nine.
What up,
I
Chef?
was lucky to be one of the first people to shoot it. I was super impressed. That's when I finally met Todd, and we had a good time down there, and that was in VA. And
Yep.
then after that, man, you guys forgot about me. I like you blew up like it went. Jacob Gray went so crazy that I don't
It was
even
all
hear.
because of you. It was because of you. That's why. That's why we
Thanks, man.
blew
I
up, Carl.
appreciate that, man. All right, right. Make me feel better. How you guys? How you guys New Year so far?
Good, good. We just
Not bad.
took a couple days of vacation. I just got back. I flew in about an hour ago, so I'm ready to go again though.
Oh, okay. You reset. Shot show is
Shot
that
show will be
next?
there. 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Are you guys setting up at shot show
Oh yeah.
again? You set up every year, right? All right. Well, let's get down to it, man. So I want you guys to introduce yourself to the people. Let
Okay.
them know who you are, what you do with Jacob Gray. And matter of fact, let's put you in charge.
Hmm.
There you go.
Now down here. So yeah, go ahead. Whoever wants to go first, Jay or Todd, either.
This is a marketing thing. I'll let Jay take it, and then I'll run from there.
Let's
Right
go.
on. All right. So, guys, my name is Jay Duncan. I'm the VP of Marketing for Jacob Gray. Been with Jacob Gray about 2.5 years. Really enjoy working for this brand. It's just a lot of fun. So, um, ton of opportunity with the brand, and just excited to see where we can take it.
Okay. Nice, nice. Todd.
Jay didn't talk enough, but that was a nice, easy way of telling me I got to tell everybody who he is. So Jay and I have been friends for a long time. So I'm president of the company. I met Jake a long time ago and was selling him some parts on the AR side when he was transitioning out of the aerospace side into the firearms side back in like 2020, 2022.
Okay.
And Jay and I have been friends for a long time. Jay was my he actually I was doing a sales rep for him at one point when he was back in a different company, and he we just been buddies for a long time. So um, I went over to Jacob Gray coming up on 3 years here in February. And, Jake came to me and was like, man, I really know how to make good parts, pieces, and components. We've done aerospace, we've done this, we've done that, but I don't know who to talk to in the space and how to get a brand going. And I'm just kind of lost. And I was like, well, I've done that already a couple of times. So how about we kind of marry up and let me bring you to the market and you build us good product and good parts in 1911, 2011s, ARs, whatever ends up being part of the deal. And Jay was on my list of people that I was like, man, he's one of the best marketing guys I know in the space, and good dude and good solid guy that I've always known for a long time. So got home from a trip and he hit me up, man. I need a new job. I'm looking for a new job. So it's kind of like, match made in heaven. So I brought Jay on
Okay.
shortly after I came over. So Jay's kind of been with us since the beginning, but yeah, we do a lot, man. We're doing a lot of big things right now. I think we're probably one of the fastest growing brands right now in the space, and it's a testament to our customers out there, everybody out there that's listening, and that's built into who we are, what we do, and we're here tonight just to kind of get to know you guys and answer any questions you might have, and have some fun. So that's
For
kind of
sure, man.
where we're at. That's where we're at.
I know Jay is like the first
Hey,
guy that I ever met with Jacob Gray. I remember going to Shot Show. I feel like it was my first Shot Show at that time. And I feel like it was you guys' first Shot Show because there was one little 6 foot table
Yeah,
with a cloth on it and nothing else. And you were just introducing this new, I think it was a TWC at that point.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
And I remember sitting there with him for like an hour, just talking, just learning about the gun. And I came back telling everybody about it. It was pretty cool. And that was a while ago. So it's good to see the growth from
yeah.
then. And at that time, I always thought that he was like Jacob Gray. Like I thought he was the guy. Like I thought because he was the only one there when
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
like so. And then he's like, my name is Jay. I'm putting two and two together. Okay, Jay, Jacob Gray, we got this. But I was wrong the whole time.
That's funny. I remember the day that you realized that. That was a funny day.
Yeah, yeah, that was interesting. I'm like, wait a minute. But do you know that so many people, and a lot of people are going to learn this tonight, that don't realize that Jacob Gray is a person.
Yeah, yeah,
Like he's an actual guy. Like a lot of people just thought that was the brand name or the company's name. Like somebody just came up with a cool name, but no, that's he's actually a person, man.
yeah.
And I want to
Well,
say
it
this
goes
too.
back to aerospace. The Jacob Gray Aerospace was what we were whenever we were doing aerospace stuff. So that's kind of how it started, and then it turned into the firearms side of it.
For
Okay.
sure. I don't know what we got here. So just checked out the website. Oh, that Knox 9 is real. It's real,
Mhm.
man. It's real. It's the real deal. Um, what I was gonna say, coming from the aerospace, I hear a lot. This is like my third or fourth time. A lot of companies are transitioning from aerospace to firearms. What makes that such a seamless transition?
It's not. It's not really a seamless transition at all.
Okay.
Where what you get in the aerospace side is you get good processes, you get good machining. To it depends on what you do in aerospace. There's production aerospace that you can hit not so good tolerances, and then there's some hard things to do in the aerospace side.
Okay.
We did emergency operations, which was there's a $40 million airplane about to be sold and some part doesn't fit. So they'd call us up and say, you have to make this out of titanium and our guys can't make it. They've ruined all the parts up until now and there's only one piece left. Can you guys, if we deliver it to you, can you make it for us? And we would do it. And we ended up being, putting our name out there as one of the best machinists out there as far as, east of the Mississippi. We're probably top machine shop for aerospace. When it comes to like getting something done that's really, really hard.
Okay.
We would get a call whenever Lockheed or Boeing their machinists couldn't figure it out, and they'd call us and say, "Hey, can you guys help us with this? We're stuck. There's a $40 million airplane that needs to be sold. They can't write the check until this part's on the airplane." Okay, yeah, we get it, but it'd be a $20,000 part.
Hmm.
So that's kind of it's the production side of that is a little harder because they start to beat you up on price. They come in and tell you what you're going to do, and it's just kind of it's not a very fun business model. But the EOP side was a fun thing, and we did really well for about 12 years till about the 2020 mark. There was some crashed airplanes and some stuff where we lost a bunch of money overnight on a couple of big POs and almost bankrupted Jake. And then he had to figure something out and sold everything he owned and turned the aerospace company into the firearms side. And what a lot of people don't know about Jake is he's started his first 1911 he ever made. He was 11 years old in his dad's machine shop. So where when you ask the question, is it a seamless transition? It depends on what you're doing. There's a lot of guys getting into the 11 space right now, and they're buying components or they're figuring out how to get a couple of things here and there. But you still they still don't have 2011 or 1911 experience, and that's what Jacob Gray has something different. That's what's different about what we do is we can that platform and we know everything that's ever gone on to that platform or happened in that platform. It's all in Jake's head. So basically, hey, this is doing this. And he'd be like, well, one time when I was doing custom 1911s 10 years ago, I had that, and he can figure and troubleshoot things as we go through production. A lot of these newer folks don't have that background of 1911. They've got really big, cool machine shops. Then they end up making something. And then when it comes to the after time, which we've done a really good job of doing, if you do any research on us and you guys have experience as well as our customer service and the ability to take care of customers after the fact is more important to us than the upfront customer that comes into the family of Jacob Gray. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay. That helps me segue into this next question. What is the customer service process? If somebody needs to get in
Mhm.
touch with Jacob Gray, is it via email? Can we talk to somebody physically?
Yep. So Jay is going to be running head on the, he's head of the customer service side of things. On our website, we have a full help desk system. So if somebody has a problem or question or anything about Jacob Gray, they can jump on there, create a help desk ticket. That help desk ticket gets emailed to a few of us. We have a kid in the office. His name's Cody. We just brought him on as a customer service guy. He's like ex law enforcement, really solid dude. We're kind of training him up, but Cody or Jay would respond back and help you with the problems. We have a ton of FAQ things that, just small stuff that just happens around the space,
Yeah,
that sometimes you can get answered before you even need to do anything. But if it gets, past that time where, man, I'm just getting frustrated or I have a problem, just give us a call. I bring stuff back and just, help folks out as much as I can. But it's a real easy process. It's all digital, so everybody gets email confirmations and can see exactly where it's at in the process, and then we walk the customer through that system.
that's really good. I think customer service, man, gets overlooked sometimes. And I think it's one of the most important pieces.
Sure
It
is.
is it is absolutely the what I want to, part of our culture at Jacob Gray is, and I said this from the beginning 3 years ago. If you buy something from us, I want to treat you like you're family of ours.
Yeah,
And sometimes you can't do everything that you can do everything you can, and it still may not be enough. But we're going to give our best shot at it. There's just sometimes a customer just can't get exactly what it was, but I think we've probably about 99% chance that we're going to be able to get it right or fix it, or be super transparent with customers so that they understand where we are, what we're doing. It's no different than if any of these folks on this call have a business and I bought something from them. I would expect the same service from them as what I would want to give them, when they purchase from Jacob Gray.
100%. Um, so tell me this. So you guys, for somebody that's never heard of Jacob Gray before, because I was asking people, are you familiar? Do you own one? So we kind of got a mixed bag of answers, but there are some people that may not be familiar with you. So in the firearm space, what guns do you guys have available to the public? Tell us a little bit about the Jacob Gray line.
Okay. So if I had to give you a 10-second elevator pitch, it'd be 20% better. And there's two things you look at. You either get 20% better product for the same exact price as a competitor, or you get 20% better product for the same, or vice versa, right? 20% better price for the same product, or 20% better product for the same price. And I always go off of that when I'm building a new company or trying to get a company to come. Like, what do we do to position ourselves to fit to the market, but have somebody want to have an appetite for our business. So what I truly feel is that we've done both. We've done 20% better pricing and we've got 20% better product. It's hard to say that in the space, but that's the concept I'm going with the folks out there. So what I mean by that is if you pick up a firearm of ours that's 3,500. The $3,500 is going to be a gun that may come in at 4 or 5 thousand with the competition, and then you're going to get the better pricing and the better features and things like that. Aluminum grip versus a plastic or polymer grip. So that's kind of the theory that I run off of whenever we try to bring new company to market, and I feel like that's what we've done, especially with the Knox. The Knox at 5,800 is a gun that can hang with the $7,000-8,000 guns all day long. It's probably the softest shooting gun on the market. Our trigger, our one-piece patented trigger, is amazing. Those are the things that set us apart to the marketplace, from what we're trying to do. So, and there's been a big influx recently in 2011 players, and two, the price is just going crazy. Like there was a 5,000 mark for a little while up, probably 24 months ago at 5-6,000. That was like maybe the top unless you went way custom. And now it's like 10 guys just jumped in the last 12, 14 months, and they're all six. It's like, where's six come from? And I did a video. You guys can see our video. It's like I walked you around $11 million machine shop and showed you everything that we do from start to finish to show like I run a 20-person company with a huge overhead. That's why my gun costs what it does. There would be not very many other companies that can do that, and show you that kind of video, or show you that, be that kind of transparent. They don't want you to see that stuff. So that's where we feel like we're really coming into our own. Is we're kind of creating our own brand, not really following the rest of the world in the 2011 space, and doing things like we want to at Jacob Gray, which allows us to, not necessarily create our own table, but kind of create our own table and
Yeah.
let people see who we are for who we are, and
For sure.
not follow the trend.
Tyler, let me ask you a question because you just said something, and as a consumer, this piqued my interest. you said that your product is 20% better than another product. How do you quantify that?
Well, and I kind of, as I say that, it's really kind of up to personal preference on some of this stuff. How does it shoot? Is it flat? Is it easy to work with? Do you like the feel, the grip, the different textures? Some of that, no matter what, it could never. Some guys always want to drive a Chevy truck. They ain't gonna drive a
Mhm.
Ford truck, even if it was free. So there's a little bit of that you can't quantify, obviously. What I would say is what we're trying to do is, if we're doing a aluminum frame, we'll look at the market space and go, okay, who's all doing aluminum frame, aluminum grip? Okay, where are their prices at? Okay, well, let's do the same thing, but bring it at a price that's affordable for the everyday guy that can be a part of our family. And that's kind of more the 20% that I go for. As far as put it in really good componentry and really good parts and having DLC coatings and nitride and anodizing, all that stuff, it's behind the scenes stuff where we go the extra mile to try to give the customer that extra little coating or that extra nicer product that he doesn't realize he gets until after he gets it and goes, "Oh, this is cool. I got the upgrade already because Jacob Gray took it, at the beginning of, while we were going through production or development and decided to put that in it for the customer to start."
Hmm.
That big differentiating factor that Todd was talking about is that vertical integration, right? That is one of the biggest thing that sets us apart from the competitors. And what we mean by that is raw material comes in the front door of our building and complete guns go out the back door. Whereas you look at some of the other competitors in the 2011 space, not taken away from anything that they do, but they're an assembler of components, right? They're sourcing a slide from this company and they're sourcing an ejector from someplace else. And they may do a little bit of machining, but we're bringing in raw billet in one side of the building and guns go out the other. That's a huge difference between us and some of the other, we'll call them boutique 2011 manufacturers. Now, there's other big guys like, SIG is doing that, Staccato's doing that, Atlas does a little bit of it. But all of those other guys in this 2011 space that are in that $5,000 to $10,000 price point, they're
Yeah.
not adding a whole lot of value through manufacturing. They're doing a little bit of design work, they're doing some strategic sourcing, and they're assembling. Key difference between Jacob Gray and how those guys position their product. So sorry, guys, I had a little bit of connectivity issues, but I'm back in the fight now.
All right.
Great to see you, man. I'm not sure what name you have on the screen, and it's really
I don't know
Yeah.
either.
It's
but
default.
it is what it is.
It's a
So
default.
I like that explanation right there.
So,
So
so to
that was
the
one of the things for me personally. Like a few years ago, I went down to Staccato to visit, right? And at that time, I didn't have a 2011 at all. I was just kind of exploring and looking. I used to be like, man, these damn guns just cost too much money. This is weird. Like, and I would be that guy. And then when I went to Staccato, it really opened my whole world up, right? To see the raw materials, just like you said, come in the door, walk through, see the entire process, and even see my own personal gun get built. Like that changed my whole mind on everything. And to hear you say this is interesting because I think most of us just out in the world, we don't know that part. All we see is the finished product. Somebody will come and say, "Hey, this gun is $7,500," and then the guys who are collectors or big in the space, they'll just jump on it because it's the new thing at $7,500, and there's really no backstory to it. And when we were talking at NVA about the Knox Nine, I'm calling everybody. I'm so excited because I'm hearing the process behind it. And I was fortunate enough to be able to shoot that gun next to the Atlas right there. And I don't know if John and Sherm did this on purpose, but put you guys right next to Atlas. It was so
We
funny.
did that. We did that intentionally, Carl.
Yeah.
100%.
So it was cool to be able to shoot those guns side by side and then see the result and see the difference in price. Like that started teaching me a lot. I mean, Atlas makes a quality product, obviously,
They
but
do. They absolutely do.
you guys are right there. Like there was nothing that I could distinguish at all. Like I'm like, this is weird. I mean, and this Jacob Gray looks better to me. No disrespect to Atlas because it's a beautiful gun too, but this just looks better.
Well, I
And
think when
that's
Atlas came in the space early in the 2011 market, and they really went after the competitive shooter, right? And so they weren't primarily going for aesthetics or having a specific design language. They were going after a competitive shooter. And so they baked in features that were appealing to them. And now they've grown as a company and they've kind of opened up who they market to a little bit. And, Jacob's background and Todd's background and mine, we're not competitive shooters. That's not the space we come from at all. We know what looks cool. We know what customers tell us that they want, and we know how to build a great gun. And so we've kind of taken a little bit different approach. So Atlas is a great competitor to have. They make a great gun, for sure. And there's plenty of consumers out there for both, for them to have their market share and for us to have ours, and everybody to grow the industry as a whole.
100%, I agree.
One of the things I'll tell you is the marketplace is going to do this whole for probably the next, I would say, 12 months. You're going to see more folks either get in or get out, and we've already seen some come and some go already, and a lot of that is based on, to Jay's point, the vertical integration. If you rely on 10 or 12 different people to make sure you have parts for guns, and then they go, oh well, I'm full this week, or I can't get you something, you're stuck in the mud. And that's what we do different. Like we have people make some parts for us as subcontractors to our drawing or our print, because we may not have a machine that makes a specific pin or spring or something like that. But the key components, or the critical components that would hold us up really, like as a company, we do all that, or we have our finger on the pulse on all of that side of it. So a lot of the guys that are jumping in, if they are doing the whole source thing, they're one phone call away to be like, you can't ship a gun if you don't have an ejector or an extractor or a sight plate or whatever it ends up being. And that's what we've tried to do from the very beginning. The other thing that I want to do as a company, and you guys can watch, this is going to happen. Over the next 24 months, we're going to bring our AR line back, and make sure that that's awesome. The 9mm PCC stuff and some of the stuff that's happening around that, we just haven't had time because we've been so busy getting this spot where we are right now. Was a design plan 36 months, and now we're into another 2 years looking forward for bringing out other things. Just keep an eye on Jay Gray. Now, and what I mean by that is, when I look at competition, now I'm putting myself into a different realm of competition. I now have badass 2011 brand. I now have a badass AR-15 brand, and now I have I'll say sound suppression, but where I'm going there. That's something that's on my plate right now that I'm doing. So Jacob Gray as a whole will be a portfolio company where we can ride multiple waves at the same time, and we bring all of our science and all of our data and all of our what we're really good at to all platforms across the board. So if you become a Jacob Gray fan, it's like you can become a SIG fan, and you can have 20 different things in your safe, and none of them may look alike. And same thing with Jacob Gray over the next 5 years. That's what my goal is with our company. It just so happened that Jake was really good at 1911s. 2011s went crazy. Jay and I can market really well, and sales was, just kind of has taken itself. So we've hit it like perfect timing, but there is more to come from Jacob Gray, not just as a 1911s or 2011s.
For sure.
Hey, Carl,
Now let me
can I
ask you
speak
this.
to this? Can I speak to next shot Chris's comment down there?
Yeah, you can curse too if you want.
Okay.
No,
Everybody
dude,
must.
that's not hate at all. Next shot, Chris. He said, "This may sound like hate, but the best thing y'all did was discontinue the TWC Black and offer the Hex as our entry point gun." I want to speak to that a little bit because there's a story behind all of that. So you rewind the clock, like Todd said, we go back 36 months when me and Todd first came on with Jake, and Jake was telling us what he wanted to do with the company, and we looked at the whole market landscape and said, well, where is there an opportunity, and what does Jake have kind of in the background? And he had experience in doubles or 1911s, and he had a preliminary design for a double stack. So when we introduced that TWC9, it was strategic. We went after a very, very specific opportunity of white space in the market with a list of features and to hit a specific price point. And we did that with intention. And we knew that we weren't going to build that gun forever, right? We knew we wanted to get in there, build Jacob Gray as a brand, get our foothold with some dealers and distributors, build a good some good sales channel partners, and then continue to iterate on the platform so that we could come out with this $5,000 or $6,000 gun that has a ton of features baked into it. If 3 years ago we would have came out of nowhere with a $5,000 gun and nobody knew who the hell we would have been laughed out of the room, right? So, Chris, I'm glad you see that, and recognize that that was kind of the path we took. But it's been a fun journey to get there from, or to get here from there. But yeah, it's cool that you recognize that there's still some TWC blacks out there kicking around in the world, and they're good guns for the money. It's a $3,000 gun. And they're great guns for the money, but the Hex, that product line's still going and doing really well. We field calls every day with guys still wanting to buy it. So
And one of the things, if you guys get a chance to ever get near us or at a show or something, but if you look at our design and our language, it's evolved, and the evolution of everything that we've done from our TWC 9 to our Knox 9 is because we've listened to the consumer. So whenever somebody's like, "Man, I don't like this," we don't get our feelings hurt. We just note it and go, "Well, that's somebody that doesn't like that." Well, what do you like is my next question generally, and then we listen to that as well. So the TWC 9, I mean, going through it as fast as possible. The TWC 9 came out. We won $2,500 aluminum grip module, and it was because I got about 3 phone calls in the same week from my distributor buddies going, "Man, if you guys could just make a gun like this in this price point, we could move as many as you could make." And I'm like, well, okay, we're going there now. Okay. And
This
that's
is
kind
with
of what
us.
that's what we did. Right. So then we had we did have some things. We've had bumps and bruises like every company. But everybody wanted more grip texture. Then we went to the black grip texture. Then everybody wanted pin beaver tail safeties and more grip texture. So we went to the Hex with the pin beaver tail safety. So you guys can see as we've done it, we've really, if it was up to me, Jake and Jay, our guns wouldn't look anything like some of them do. But it's because we've listened to the consumer to go, oh, this is what the customer wants, and we're going to make what they want and fit it, get as much feature in it as possible. So that's kind of what the reason. So yeah, no, we don't look at it as hate. We look at it as, yeah, we're making the right decisions and listening to customer feedback of what's cool, what's not, and then trying to hit that price point of, you guys are going to, when you spend the money with us or spend the money on our guns, you are more than happy or over satisfied for what you've actually got compared to what you may have in your safe.
100%. Now you just said something. You just helped me out, Ty. That's why I like you, man. You just said something that just rang a bell. You said, if you guys ever get a chance to get out at one of the events and shoot the guns, well, I got the perfect opportunity for that. And I've been bugging Jay for a while about it. See, I'll get you when you come on this stream, man, in front of those
Here we
people.
go.
I'll tell you, get back up here, man. So, I have an event called a regular meetup. I talked to you guys about it a million times. Um, it's coming up in 2026 in Jacksonville, not too far away from you guys. We were just in Atlanta last year where Jay ghosted me. We we held our end of the bargain. We never took Jacob Gray off of the sponsor list. We kept you guys there. He couldn't make it out. But now you get a chance to redeem yourself. And I think people were excited. And there's a lot of people in here that were in attendance. And everybody was there. Where's Jacob Gray? Where's Jacob Gray? And I'm like, they couldn't make it. But we'll
Was
try to
this
get it on next
was
year.
this the one that I talked to you about in Atlanta, Jay?
It was in
I
Atlanta.
don't remember. It was in Atlanta. There was two different ones. I don't know which one you're referring to, but
Yeah, I know something happened, and I'm gonna talk to you guys behind the scene about that because I think it was a situation where um, some events got confused because there was something else going on in Atlanta, a much smaller event than what I was doing, but you guys might have got those confused,
I gotcha. Well,
right?
I've already put this one on the calendar for Jacksonville, and we're in for it, Carl. We're down.
Y'all hear that, right? Boy, this is
I,
one of those
I
communities,
heard.
On
man.
everybody.
You
Said it
say
in
it,
front
you
of
got to be
everybody
a man
now.
of your word, dude. But
Shanna,
Carl,
clip that, Shanna. Clip that.
yeah, clip Shanna. Shanna's our mind. She will not
Clip
let you forget it. It'll be a short tomorrow, Jay.
hey,
I love it.
what are the dates, Carl?
June 12th, 13th.
June 12th and 13th. Okay.
You won't regret it, man. You enjoyed we all did. We enjoyed John and Shermichael's event. You're gonna be
Yep.
really impressed when you get out to this. And you're gonna get to tune in with a whole nother demographic of people and a whole new customer base, man. Watch what I tell you. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
So can't wait to get you guys out there. But I'll get all those details over to Jay. Hopefully he doesn't I'm gonna see you guys at SHOT Show. See, this is the cool thing. You get to see a lot of me over the next few months, so we'll get that going. But one thing I wanted to say too, and I was telling Zach, this fat guy with guns, he's my co-host. I didn't make the formal introduction. And he's my really good buddy. And I was telling him this. One of the things that I like about Jacob Gray, and I said this to Jacob, I said it to you, Todd, over the last few years, the only company. Now, I work with a ton of companies, and Jacob Gray is the only one that I work with, and I've never had the product that I promoted, I talk about. I feel like I have a relationship with you guys, but I don't have the product. But I've experienced the product. I shot it several times. You know, it's one of those things. But one of the things you guys have, and especially you, Todd, it's this swag thing. Look at the hat he wearing. If you ever see him, if you ever go to like an event and you see him or you watch him on Instagram, whatever, he always got some shit matching. Like he got the hat. He likes. I like to wear hats that match what I'm wearing. So he got all the dope Jacob Gray swag. You see, look at the Knox Nine
Yep.
shirt. So he do that. I think that's different, man. I always love to bring people on and talk so that people get a chance to put faces with the company, right? So we keep seeing the Knox Nine, we keep hearing Jacob Gray, this and that. But who are these guys behind this thing? Like, who are they? And so I like to allow guys to come on and loosen up instead of it being so formal. So I like when companies have swag. When you look at that Knox Nine, that gun has swag. When you look at the Hex, it's got swag. Like the gun, it has some energy to it. When you see it, you're like, hey, that's dope. I want to shoot that. You
Yeah.
know, so I like that, man. I appreciate that. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we try to be cool in what we do with everything with the brand, man. From printed material to the way we look at trade shows to the apparel that we wear. We want the brand to be cool and aspirational. It means a lot. It really does. I'm glad you guys recognize it. I mean, everything from I take time to the artwork on the box. Like I'll spend hours on the artwork for the box because I want when that guy gets it to be like, oh man, this is cool. The same way you would with a new pair of shoes or a new watch or something that you've worked and saved your hard-earned dollars to spend money on. You want to appreciate every aspect of it, and so I'm glad you recognize that.
For sure, man. I'm just letting people.
You see that question that Chris had?
What did he say? I missed it.
Hold on. He asked about the optic plate program. He said, "Can y'all talk about why y'all decided to make the optic plate program? He thinks it's one of the best programs that don't get a ton of love."
Okay. Well, is I'm assuming you're asking about the way that we have people register and then come back to us after the purchase. Is that it? Was it?
Yeah, it sounds like he says it's one of the best programs and that we don't get a ton of love about it. So I'll speak to it real quick. So when we first introduced the TWC 9, we were shipping the gun with all four optic plates. So you were getting RMR, RMSC, Delta Point Pro, and an Acro. Those plates cost us real money to make, right? Like they're not cheap to make, and the customer really only needs one, right? You're not ever going to use multiple plates on one gun. So we knew that there was, let's say $100, $200 worth of plates sitting in somebody's safe that they were never going to use. So what we decided to do is to ship the gun with the most popular plate. So it comes with the RMR, and then there's a QR code inside the packaging for the gun. You scan that QR code, takes you to our website. Now, if you decide you need additional plates, cool. You just select what plates you need and we ship them to your house free of charge. If you say, no, I'm going to run an RMR, I don't need any additional plates. Okay, cool. I'm going to send you a free hat and I'm going to send you an additional magazine at no charge. So the value to us as a manufacturer is now I've got a relationship with that customer directly, right? I know who they are. I know what gun they own. And now they've got a piece of apparel from Jacob Gray. They feel closer to the brand. And we didn't spend the money as a brand to give them plates that they weren't going to use. So the optic plate program has been really popular with customers, helps us out as a manufacturer, and gets the customer what they need. So Chris, again, another one, man, I'm glad you're tracking on us like that and see that we're doing something cool with that optic plate program.
So is it safe to say that the Hex and the Knox 9 right now are primary products. Knox 9
That
being
that's
flagship.
the staple. That's the staple until about 10 more days from now at SHOT Show. Then there'll be another one.
Oh man. Oh
Mhm.
man. All right. Say less. I'll
Say
be there.
less, say less.
I'll be
So
there.
So I'll put the bed I'll put the bed. I just pulled up my calendar and I put 12, 13, and 14 on my calendar in June. So I'm in. So if
Put
you guys
11,
want
12,
to,
and 13. That's better.
all right, moving
11, 12,
as
and
we
13.
speak. I'm not
mhm.
going to screenshot my calendar, but y'all can account. I'll be there personally. I'll bring guns.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get you guys all the detailed information. Jay, I'll shoot it over to you. You got most of it, but I'll send you more.
I do. Yes, sir.
And I'll send you guys whatever info you need and see your shot. So that's good, man. I'm happy to see that that's going to happen. Um, what was I going to say?
I want to know what's
What-
hearing
Go
about
ahead.
Oh,
this hydraulic system that I keep hearing about.
hmm.
Okay, let's go one step backwards before we go those couple steps forward. So earlier you asked me the a potential or what we have as of right now for Jacob Gray, what we offer.
Yeah.
So we want to stick somewhere. We want to live in that $3,000 to $6,000 range, kind of always is be in that range. So if we drop something, it's going to be in that 3 to 6,000 range. We're not going to go over. It's really hard to go down with the quality of stuff that we do under that three. So right now we currently are running our hexes. So all three color hexes, black, green, and brown, with either a gold or a black barrel at the dealer level. If you can choose or pick or have a dealer order whatever they want, that's kind of our $3,500 price point. The Knox came out, and that's going to be at our 5,800 price point, and then we're going to launch a new gun in 10 days at SHOT Show, and it's coming in at a 4,800 price point. The 4,800 price point is going to be a steel frame. It's going to be chunk ported 4.6. It's going to be pretty badass. I've put about 3,000 rounds through mine already just to get it ready for SHOT Show, so you guys can see what it looks like broken in. And it is it might actually outperform the demand of the Knox based on what it is, but you guys are you're gonna enjoy it. So there's a spoiler for you, give you a little bit of idea. I'm not going to show
Look
you what
there.
it
I
looks
like
like,
that.
but you're definitely going to want to come to this to the
I
show
didn't
and
even get my
get your
hex yet.
hands
Now
on
we got a new one coming out. And you guys are really good with the names.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Knox 9, it make you want to buy it. Just the name, the hex. Like I need to get that new hex, man. Like that's like so I can't wait to see what the name of this new one's gonna be. And so you guys gonna be at the range day shot show then. I take it.
We are not. We're going to do just regular. So we got some other things we're doing for SHOT Show. We will not be at the range day for SHOT Show.
Okay.
I would rather take some of that income or that money that we would spend to go there and time and energy and put it into events like yours. So we'll take that budget and move it some other
Yeah,
places where we
we'll
can
take it
get
for sure. Yeah,
yeah
appreciate that.
yeah
That's
Right.
not the whole budget, but some of it. Where we can get you hooked up.
um,
But that's it. So then we do have AR-15s. Anything that's on our website, if you're out there, I know a couple of guys dropped on the PC9. We can build anything. I don't have much manufacturing happening on that, but we do have stock from before, and made and boxed up and ready to go. So if somebody's looking for a short, 4.5 inch or 5 inch, 6 inch, whatever, something on the PCC9 or a 300 blackout or something like that from Jacob Gray, if it's on our website, it's available. You just got to get with us or get with a dealer, and they can get it on order. It'd probably take 3 to 4 weeks for us to get everything done and get it to you, but we can get that. We can get that to you guys. So that's
Yeah,
kind of where we're at.
we've had a few dealers that have had pockets of success with the modern sporting rifles. As you guys know, that market is so saturated. There's so much competition out there. So for us as a brand, it hasn't been a huge focus. We've not really marketed them very aggressively. I've not sent a ton out for review. We just kind of have them. They're available. We sell them as orders come in. And it's a great gun. I mean, for a $2,400 modern sporting rifle, we do a damn good job. And like I said, we've had pockets of success with some dealers, and they're great guns. So yeah, check them out. I don't want to forget your hydraulic buffer question on the recoil Reaper.
Next.
So Todd, you want to speak to that one?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
So it's coming at SHOT Show. So what we have developed, it's taken a few years. First conversations about this was probably 3 SHOT Shows ago. We wanted to develop a different recoil system. You got your toolless guide rod, obviously. You got your two-piece guide rod. You got the paperclip rod. But we were talking with one of our good friends in the industry, and they had some technology that we were interested in. So we worked for about 3 years figuring out, how to put a hydraulic guide rod into a 1911 platform. So we've been successful. We have done it. It's done. It's made. Everything's locked down. Jacob Gray is the company who has worked to get it to be kind of trademarked, ready to go out through the system. And we're going to release it at SHOT Show. It's going to be called the Recoil Reaper, and that is a product that we will sell online. The Recoil Reaper is a hydraulic system that fits right into your standard 1911 or 2011. So the actual the actual part, other than the only thing that makes a difference is, if you have a 4 1/4 versus a 4.6, and you put the one we designed was for a 4 1/4. So we may actually make a couple of them that have a little bit longer guide rod, so it's a little more flush. But with the hydraulic, because of the hydraulic difference depending on what spring you're using, it kind of varies, so it's hard to get it a perfect clean look like you would with the traditional guide rod. But the 4.25 will actually run in a 4.6 or a 5 inch.
Yeah.
Anything if your bull plug is exposed at the end, like right now, we don't run it in our Knox because it's not exposed through the way we do our comp in our Knox. But our other guns it works perfect. So the best thing I can say is if you own a 45 ACP 9 mm 1911 or 2011 from 1911 until present, you're a candidate for this product. And what we found is that it reduces recoil by about 20 to 30%. So every company out there that sold you a 1911 or 2011, our Recoil Reaper guide rod fits right into your gun with your current spring, and you can reduce your recoil. Or we call it, a tagline we came up with: "Tame your recoil." Recoil Reaper is the part or the product number. So that is the new part and new product. I put it in front of guys. I put it in hexes. Let them shoot one after the other, and they do the whole turnaround O face. Oh my gosh, what did you put in this thing? And it's just the hydraulic allows the recoil to get eaten up, and the science behind it. If you slow mode it down, it actually takes recoil. There's 3 different times the hydraulic moves in one cycle. So it's pretty cool if you slow it down. We will have a display at SHOT Show with a cutout frame, so you can rack it and see how it works inside the gun. It's really really cool. But
Cool, man.
all of that comes through Jacob Gray. So if you guys have any questions or anybody's out there looking to get one for a current gun, just hit us up. We're going to have them go live on the website probably right around SHOT Show or right after our first batch will be ready.
Pedro just
Yeah.
said exactly what I said. What's up, Pedro? He said, how does it work with ported setups?
It doesn't matter if it's ported. It's just all it's gonna do is it's gonna help you with your recoil. The only problems that we've seen is like our current Knox barrel is a comped barrel hooked to the barrel. It's integrally together, so it's really hard to get it to fit in there. It's just a not easy system to work. We actually put it into the Knox 9 and had a bunch of shooters shoot it side by side, and we actually thought it actually was better without it in our Knox 9, because when you relieve that much pressure, you're going to have it just doesn't really do anything for it. But anything that's 4 1/4, 3.5 foot work, because it's going to stick out the end of your bull plug. But like your 4 1/4s, your 4.5, 4.6, 4.4s, all those guns that are either if it to his point, if it's a lot of ports and really really soft already, you may not want it. May mess with your cycling because it depends on how much. But like a standard gun that is just taking it, it'll help tame that down by 20 to 30%.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I like
That's
that.
good stuff.
Tampa Gunworks had a question about if it has a set spring. So it's going to ship with a couple different recoil springs, so you can tune it to your specific setup. So I think we ended up the final bill of material. I think it comes with a 9 pound and an 11 pound or something to that effect. But you get a couple different options, so you can tune it to your setup.
Okay.
I've used it in my TWC 9. I've dropped it in with a 16-pound recoil spring, and it really helps it. So you can use it in your normal gun just with whatever regular recoil spring you've got. But to your point, if there is a guy that's shooting it with a ported or a lot of port or a lot of comp, they can lighten up the spring to help with recoil and reduction. We are going to try to give them to make it tunable for what their specific firearm is when we ship it.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you this. We kind of touched on it earlier about the 2011 market. All right. So saturated right now. And there's a ton of new companies coming, a ton of companies that's been here and they're going away for whatever reason. Where do you see the market over the next 12 months?
I
Do you
think the
see it
dust is
growing more? Do you see it kind of
I don't know that we found the ceiling. I think we found the ceiling on people wondering why prices are through the roof. I think that I don't know that we found the ceiling of amount of guns to be built out in the marketplace. Right now, we manufacture anywhere between 200 and 250 guns a month, and that's probably second outside of Staccato because they're like thousands and thousands a month. But if you look at like the Atlas, the Jacob Grays, the Rogue, you look at all the guys in that space right now. We're probably with the second largest, or maybe in the top two or three largest as far as quantity goes at the price points that we're doing. So I would say that we're in a good position from Jacob Gray perspective. I think we're going to still see some dust a little bit because everybody thinks we can. It's easy to do this, so they're going to try it and they're going to come and go. And I think over the next 12 to 24 months, we'll start to see a little bit of a we'll start to see more companies like Jacob Gray make more guns or have a good production amount and then just kind of keep it even. No different than like, Lamborghini or Mercedes, like they know how many cars they make, right? And they make really nice high-end cars. I think we're still going to see some people showing up trying to figure out how to do it. And we just know how hard it is. So there will
We're
be
gonna,
be successful, but I wish them all the luck because I've
yeah.
got lots of gray hair since I started doing this. But this is it's not easy, but if they make it perfect, but I think that the dust will settle over the next probably 12 to 24 months, and then there will be a few players, call it eight, guys that really are doing the right thing, and they'll probably be Infinity, Atlas, the guys that have been doing it, those two or three really good quality guys. Staccato ain't going anywhere. And then there'll probably be another 4 or 5 or 6 that might add into that space.
yeah?
That'd be
That
my guess.
I can see that. I got this thing that I came up with that I started doing. I call it SPO because it stands for subjective preference opinion, and that's kind of my take on firearms, right? Especially when you get into the 2011 space, because and you kind of touched on it earlier when you started getting to um, guns like the Knox, and you start getting into that $4,000 or $5,000 price range. To me, there's not a major separator outside of the processing, right? Like you guys are doing it all from beginning to end, but these guns have tons of similarities. And some people, to me, I've shot some of these guns that are, God, man, 7 grand. I was just shooting a buddy's gun a couple weeks ago, and I was joking with him on video, like it was. I don't even want to say the name, but it was like a $7,500 gun, and I know that I've shot a hex. I've shot several guns that feel just like this gun, if not better, right? And have the same quality features. So I'm trying to figure out why is this $7,500 and this is half the price. And to be honest, in my personal opinion, and not just because you hear the hex looks better, I think everybody here would agree that if I put a hex on the screen and put that gun on the screen, they'll say the hex looks better, right? But
Yeah.
but that one doubles it in price, and the hex has all the same features.
Right.
I can speak to that a little bit, Carl. What you're paying for is just a little bit different approach to manufacturing, right? Like, I won't throw any specific brand under the bus, but there's some brands in the 1911 and 2011 space that utilize a marketing mantra of one gun, one gunsmith, right? And what they did is, they built a gun that's intentionally oversized, and then a armor or a gunsmith with 10 to 20 years worth of experience will spend 20 to 40 hours hand fitting that gun. Um, what you're paying for in that $7,000 price point is that guy's time and experience. The
Okay.
approach that Jacob Gray has taken is a little bit different. We are leveraging our experience on the aerospace side and from the engineering standpoint to manufacture the parts to exacting tolerances so that gun doesn't take 20 hours to put together. We can put the gun together in a couple of hours. And so we're moving that cost of manufacture in a different spot in the manufacturing process, right? So that's just a little bit different approach. Now, it could be that this particular brand that you're talking about just thinks that their gun is worth $7,000 and people will pay it, so they'll ask $7,000 for it. We're a little bit different in that we're going to look at what does the gun actually cost us to make, what is a reasonable margin that we're willing to earn as support our company and pay our employees, and hit a price point that's reasonable to the customer. I think, like you said, you could put a Knox at $5,800 up against any $10,000 gun, and there's not a whole lot of difference in features or fit and finish. Like I said, you're just paying for somebody's time at the end of the day, if that makes sense.
I like that because basically I when I listen to what you just said, basically because I think about that too when you have one guy working on a gun. To me, it's like an artisan product. It's like you guys do the same thing. You just look at it. It's from a different manufacturer standpoint, but it's the same thing.
100%. It is. Yeah.
Now I understand. To me, it makes more sense now what you said about the 20% more value. That to me
Right.
that quantifies it right there. Just what you just said. That was a great explanation.
Right.
Because
You
I
can hire.
argue with my
You can
buddies and
hire.
be like, they think I'm crazy. I'll say, all right, we're talking about, like you just said, you got a guy that spends a lot of time hand fitting the gun. And I'm thinking like, well, shit, sometimes at some point we got to work smart and not hard, right? So if we
Right.
can figure out how to get the same result in less amount of time, I think
That's
that's a better
exactly.
thing, right? Like we're justifying these high prices, but the consumers don't want to pay
That's
that.
exactly. I mean, that's exactly our point. That is what we. That is what what we the world needs to understand about us is like. And even on one of my videos, I'm like, if you're trying to do hand fitting, then you didn't utilize the $11 million worth of machines. We have machines that hold, tolerances that are cut your hair in fours, and that's the tolerance we're holding. So why not use the machinery to do that? And then whenever I go buy a machine for three or $400,000, that machine never calls off like that. I don't have to have 20, 15 guys putting guns together when I got a machine that never calls off and I push a button once a day and it makes guns every day. So there's a lot of personality there I don't have to deal with, to a point.
I just
So
gotta
that
say, bro, that's one of the best damn explanations
I
I've ever
swear,
heard.
I love it. I
I'm
love it.
serious. I'm still
That
marveling
is
at
it
what
right there. That is
and
it.
you are truly a real marketing guy. Jay. For real. 'Cause he just
that's funny.
that was one of the best damn explanations I ever heard for that whole thing.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, man.
Let me tell you something, man. So I know you guys are familiar with 2A in LA.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah. I
to give you
saw,
some
I saw
history,
Alan on here earlier.
yeah, he's man, that's my buddy, man. So we kind of came in the game together. We go way back, like we real cool, and we argue the most, right? But he's such a good friend of mine. When I first shot the Knox 9, he was the very first person I called, right? Very first one, like, dude, if you don't get your hands on this, because in our like immediate community, he's our 2011 guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's the guy that we all turn to because he's got them all.
Shit, I think he's everybody's 2011
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Good
So
night. His
that's
collection
kind of the
is
thing, man.
special.
So we love him to death, but I give him shit so much, man, with these same arguments because I get so mad. I'd be like, dude, stop telling me something is better. Like I get it, that's your opinion, but it doesn't make it better, right? When somebody will be programmed to say, "Yep, this Atlas is better than this Knox because it's an Atlas,"
Yep.
just because your pride won't let you say there was a gun that outperformed the Atlas that costs less money, like you or performs just as good, and you can get into that same exact style of gun with all the same features, for a couple $1,000s less. That's the thing. So, but what it taught me, because he does buy so many of these guns, and we do respect his opinion. What he's taught me is that's exactly what it comes down to. Just preference. Like if you say, "Hey, man, this is just what I'm into," and I'd rather go get this Atlas because I'm familiar with that name, right? And then you got guys like, "Nope, I'm gonna go get this Jacob Gray because everybody can't say they got a Jacob Gray and
Yeah.
it's something different and it's hot too.
Well, it's art too, right? There's so
Yeah,
much of the firearms industry that is an expression of an artist's vision, right? Um, and it's what people prefer, right? Like Todd said earlier in the conversation, some people just don't like Ford, or some people just don't like Chevy. It's the same thing in the firearms industry, and it's the same thing with shoes that you like or clothes that you like. People just have brand preferences and things that they're drawn to. And Jacob has a design language that is desirable to a lot of people. He knows what looks cool. And he does a really good job at designing things that stays within our design language. And as soon as you see it, you know it's a Jacob Gray,
yeah,
and people appreciate it. But yeah, going back to what you're talking about with 2A in LA, he's a guy that gets it not only from a feature and benefit standpoint, but he appreciates the art side of the 2011 space too.
yeah.
So
Yep. No, he's a good
But
dude, man.
I had to have
He'll
this
talk
conversation with
crazy.
Jake a few times. I told him, I said, dude, I'm gonna put a brand new F-250 in the front yard. He'd be like, I ain't driving that. I'm like, well, then whenever somebody says they don't like something about what we've designed, it's an okay thing. We just gotta let it happen. They don't like it because they just ain't gonna like it. It's not a big deal.
I like that. I like
Hey,
that, man.
to the other point to you guys is, if anybody's in here that does anything in the high end world, it's usually like there's some big jumps from budget to medium, and big jumps from medium to then it more expensive, and then more expensive. But then when you get to a certain level, and we'll call it in the 2011 space, $4,500, from the 4,500 and north, your increments of better everything can only be small percentages versus what you were getting from a Glock at 499 to a Kimber at 1199 or whatever it ends up being, right? That jump is way bigger and features way different. When you start going from 45 to 55 to 6 to 65 to 75 to 8, those jumps are only 2%. And most of the people will never know the difference anyways, because you would only see it if it's your preference or what you value in that firearm. And that's why I think the biggest
Damn
thing
it, man. I need you around more, Todd.
Yeah,
is
but,
I
it,
can't
but
articulate
it,
it like that. That's
right.
that's that's what I'm saying.
but it's the same thing with a car, right? Like if I buy an $80,000 Mercedes or $120,000 or $150,000 AMG, it's still a Mercedes, but those differences as I go higher are like, oh, this seat seams are different versus the other
Mhm.
one. This heater is a little different. My back's being rubbed different. Like
Yeah.
that's the difference in like just the small things that are hard to quantify is what makes it go up. But that's what people pay for. So that's where you run into it is what's better. I couldn't even tell you. If you put them down, you may just not like it just because you don't, or you may think it's awesome because you do.
So like to me, I think the average consumer, like we pride ourselves in having like really good word of mouth around the
Yeah,
community, right? Like if you one guy gets his hands on something, maybe it's 2A, maybe it's me, maybe it's one of the guys in the community that's not even an influencer at all, and he's telling us because that happens a lot. Like somebody will tell us about something, and you'll
yeah.
be like, "Wait a minute, dude, I never heard of that," and then you'll go check it out, and then now you're telling everybody else about it, and it kind of spirals. I think something that sits so close, man, and I appreciate you guys stopping through here because I said this when we were in VA. I want to bring you guys on the channel because the time that we were able to stand there and laugh and talk crap and just kind of go back and forth. And I think people need to see that, man.
Mhm.
I think there's
Right.
there's going to be a whole different look on Jacob Gray now that they're starting to put faces with the brand and
Well,
see the two guys.
it's humanizing us as a brand, right? Like Jacob Gray is a real person. He wears he won't he don't you'll if you ever see him, he wears blue jeans and boots and
He does.
a collar shirt. Like that's Jake. I got dogs trying to sniff around my chair, and I'm on a podcast with the world. Like I got a family that I feed, and so does everybody else. We got 17 employees at our business, and they're all just good old people, and they just happen to make firearms. No different than everybody on this call that goes to work wherever you work. It's just we're in a service business, and we want to take care of people, and we just happen to do guns, and it's a fun space to play in. So we're just that's really what we always want to be. Even as we grow and become bigger, Jake and I won't stop going to shows. We won't stop being out at the face to face things, because that's who really got us to where we are to this point right now, is just being humble and being out in front of people.
Yeah, for sure, 100%, man. I'll tell you guys right now, man. So Jacob is like, he's got to be the quietest guy on earth. He doesn't want to be in front of anybody's camera. He doesn't. He's a man of a few words. Well, he can talk, but he's
Yeah.
not like the stand on the table and talk guy. You just catch him and he'll tell you anything. I saw him just mingling with people, and one thing I thought that stood out to me about him was he never told people who he was until they asked.
Yeah,
Mm.
He'll
yeah,
sit there and just have a conversation with you, and he's not saying, "Hey, I'm Jacob Gray and I'm holding my chest out." He doesn't
yeah,
even do that. You don't even realize that. He's just telling you about the gun or answering any questions that you may have, and I thought that was pretty cool
yeah.
that he
He's
did.
very humble, man. He's been knocked down a bunch in his life, on many levels, and I've always and ever since I met him and learned about his story. I don't know if you ever meet me. I'm not a small person, but I've always just looked at it as like I'm either Jake's president of his company, I'm his bodyguard, or as I'm his best friend, and it's up to you to figure out who you want to meet, which Todd you want to meet. But he's like my big brother, and I love the guy to death, and we've become such good friends. And I just told him, I was like, I'm going to do this to make sure that you're going to get protected, because he's just the salt of the earth, and he'll give the shirt off his back, and then you're like, Jake, you shouldn't have done that. Well, he was just this, I just felt like I should. I'm like, he's taking advantage of you. Stop doing that.
You see that troll out there, bro?
Yeah, I got you. I'm handling it now.
We got somebody on here wants to talk.
Somebody's trolling.
Yeah, we
We
good.
get them out.
Can we
It
talk
happens.
to them?
It happens. Um, so now, man, things are calming down. We're going into the new year. It's going to get a little crazy with Shot Show.
Yep.
I don't know where Jay went. Out of all the success that Jacob Gray is having, we got to get him some better internet. That
Right.
that needs to happen soon. And he needs to get my hex out, Todd.
Okay.
He's
Color
got
you-
that. That's just it. I'm sick of this
Are
now.
you going to do a hex? You
Huh?
going to do a review on a hex?
100%. I mean, he was supposed to get me one a year ago, and then Jacob said, "Hey, man, get this man the hex," and then he gets so busy. Then the Knox takes over the world, and then
Get busy. We get busy. Hey, let me help you. What color you want?
let's do the OD, the green.
OD green, gold barrel or black?
Uh, gold.
Okay.
I don't give a shit what color the barrel is. I just want to get the gun so we can
I want to shoot.
talk about
I
it.
got you. All right, I'll hook it up. I'll make
Thank
sure
you, brother. I
you
appreciate
get
it.
some. I'm flying there in 2 days. I'll be out the shop for a week.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. I'm gonna hang out with you guys, man, at Shot Show. I want to see how the traffic is moving around and
Okay, so I'm gonna probably get off because I literally just came home from vacation. So this is the last thing
go
is
for it.
if you're good with this. So this shot show,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a gun giveaway every single day.
Hmm.
You have to be there in the morning to pick up a ticket. There's only 1,000 tickets each day, and I'm giving the gun away at 4 o'clock at my booth every single day. You gotta be there to win.
Hmm.
There's three hexes. They're all custom Cerakoted, and I'm giving one Knox away.
I'm gonna be there every day. So, all right, cool. You should
So
do a flyer, man, so we can.
I'm doing a flyer. I'm gonna do the
All right,
Jake.
yeah, so we can post
We're gonna do Instagram posts. We'll get posts out so you guys can repost out there. But if you're in Shot Show at Shot Show, I've got 4 different color tickets. There's 1,000 of them. You get your badge scanned. You're good to go. You're in, and you got to be there at 4 p.m. I'm gonna draw a ticket, and I'm gonna give a gun, and then on that flyer it'll say which gun is each day. I think I'm going to do Knox on Wednesday. Wednesday or
Yeah,
Thursday.
do Wednesday because I'm leaving out Thursday. So
I think Wednesday is the Knox day. So it'll be a hex, Knox, hex, but they're custom Cerakote with like some cool camo stuff on them.
that's
Todd, what's your guys' booth number?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
You
It's
gotta
the
look it
same
up,
spot
Evan. You gotta look it up.
we were last year. We're upstairs on the main level.
Mm,
We're kind of right beside one of the Beretta booths. So yeah,
okay.
we're upstairs. We got a 30 by 30 booth upstairs. So I thought that'd be a cool thing to spread for you guys. But keep an eye on our socials. We'll put it up there, and then you guys can share away and get people to come to the booth. But yeah, if you're there, you can win and grab a ticket.
Oh,
So
that's
first
crazy.
thing in the morning, everybody should rush up. So my goal when you ask how Shot Show booth will be is I'm looking to be very busy in the morning, a little break in the afternoon, and then busy again in the afternoon before everybody pieces out and does their evening stuff.
Okay.
Okay, okay, yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to get down there. Well, I'm getting sick of it every year, but I have to do it, man. It's a part of the business, so you have to be there. Got to be in the mix. So might as well
Easy,
make the most of it.
easy day, easy day.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, I'll
It's
let you
just
get back to family, man. You
it's,
just got
it's
back
just
up. What did you do for vacation?
man, I'm a scuba diver. I was in Cozumel, so I was Cozumel
Okay.
diving. Yeah, yeah. I scuba dive, so I was in Cozumel for from Friday to this morning. Today, I woke up there and I flew here. Then I just got on your call about 30 minutes after I walked in the door.
All
You
right,
was,
man. Hey, look, go spend some time with the family, man. Listen, I
yeah.
appreciate you stopping through.
Yeah, I
Um,
appreciate
we have to
everybody's
do this
business
again
out there.
sometime later on.
Yeah, yeah. Follow us on
Listen, guys,
social.
we're gonna see Jacob Gray at the meetup this year, so that's important.
I put it on my calendar. I'll be there.
Yeah, man. We'll see you,
Thank
bro.
you, man.
I'm in. I'm in. I'm in.
All right. Hey, man,
All
that's
right.
Todd.
Thanks.
He's the
Thanks,
president,
guys.
CEO of Jacob Gray. Talk to you soon, brother.
Thanks,
Peace, bro.
brother.
I
See you
appreciate
guys.
you.
Have a good. Yep. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Happy New Year, man. All right, that was Todd and Jay. Jay Wi-Fi went out on him. He said he texted like his Wi-Fi. That's crazy, man. Jacob Gray need to come out with Wi-Fi.
Well, bro, let me tell you something. And I'm that was the best explanation for that. One of those things that we talk about all the time. That was one of the best explanations I've heard from anybody give about
Yeah,
that hand fitting and all that. Because I get all of that. You know, you pay the extra for the hand fitting and all that. But basically, like you said, they're working smarter, not harder, and you still get the same thing, and it helps save the customer
it's
some money.
crazy, right? When you think about it that way. I
Yeah,
think like every time I had these conversations, it teaches me like the SPO thing becomes more relevant each time I have a
hmm
conversation with somebody
yep,
because that's really all it's boiling down to.
right,
It's what your preference is, and you know, and we get so caught up in the language of
right,
fitment, fit and finish, this and that. And I mean, to have a company come on and say, listen, once you get to this point
right.
and up, the differences are so minute. And I think that's something that the average consumer needs to know.
All I know
Us
is
that want to get into it and say, like you, for instance, I could use you like the perfect example. You can pretty much buy anything you want. You pick and choose. All right, I may get this, and then you always say, man, at some point I'm gonna make an investment in one of these guns, right? I'm gonna
hmm
go buy me a $5,000 or $6,000 just because I want to have one in my collection. I was the
hmm
same way, leading up to the Legion Precision. You and Billy, we had
hmm
these conversations every day. Like
right,
I want to get something that's high end, to have it, but I'm not a collector. I can't afford to be a collector of those
right.
guns. I wouldn't want to be. I think I just kind of want to have one or two really nice
hmm
ones. I'm okay with that. And that applies to most of us.
hmm
Like most of us are not gonna, that's why we got Fat Fam.
Right, exactly. Right,
That's what he's for. We
right.
shoot his guns every year. But like um on the flip side of that, when it's time to go and invest in something, you're gonna look at you'll remember this. You'll remember these guys came on here and spoke to us about, gave us some information on a firearm. You'll remember the
He
conversations
made me wanna
and
he
the,
made
and
me
the
wanna
fusion
buy
gun.
one. That was the
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
He's a real marketer. He made me want to buy it. His whole explanation made me be like, you know something? I want to
And when
buy
you
from this.
look at it, you'd be like, that's a dope gun. And to
Right.
me, I'm like
It
this.
is it does look good.
I wonder how many of y'all agree with this out there. When you the first thing that gets us with the gun is its appearance,
Yeah.
right? That's the first thing you see. The aesthetics is the first thing that draws you to it. I can't count how many guns I bought just because I like how it looked.
Right.
I mean, and
Right.
I can date back to years. Like I go in the store, I see what the hell is that? I want
Me
one.
too, Chris. Right, exactly. That's how I ended up with that Smith and Wesson, bro. It
That's how
wasn't
I
looking
ended
at
up with the SFX, the Canic.
yeah, right. Because I'm not a big Smith and Wesson guy, but I saw that gun and the appeal of it. I was like, I gotta have that.
Yeah, that looked really good. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that'll draw you to those guns. Initially, I think now hearing them talk about how there's only a handful of companies that you know we bring in raw material in the door, gun goes
right,
out the other door. Like when you hear that, that says something. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like that's telling you something about how things are made, and you start learning because now, man, we in a day and age where information travels, bro.
That's
Because you
right.
would never know that there's people um,
Right, Siege.
that are bringing parts in and just assembling.
Well, no, we want to know
You
something.
would
No,
never know it.
well, I mean, I say people who are not like us wouldn't know because when you start looking into things, the first time I ever really started looking into that is something. Roblox made a statement about a particular gun. I was like, let me start looking into that. Then you start seeing, and then we've come across all these different companies. I make this part for this, I do these parts for that. I'm like, this is not what I thought. And also with the whole, I'm just going to the Terran tactical thing. I always thought that that stuff was built from the ground up, and when I found out that it wasn't, and it was just like modifications at first, it made me understand. Okay, this is different than what I thought it was initially. So that's why I don't care if a hand never touches it only to put it in the box. I don't care if it's gonna give me the
Yeah.
same sort of performance and the same sort of. I don't mind. I definitely don't mind paying less.
You know what question I forgot to ask?
What?
I had it here and I forgot to ask it. You ever look at the Knox 9, and maybe somebody that got one can answer this, or if these guys are still listening. You ever see the box it comes in? It's customized on the inside. I don't know if you ever seen it.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if somebody had it made or do they all come that way. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to see it. You
Yeah.
know how those custom cases look, right?
Right.
Like where
Mhm.
where it has all the graphics inside the box and all of that. When
Right.
you open it up like a vault case or whatever, you open that hard case up and the gun is like it's all done up graphically and
Right.
everything. I don't know how it comes out. I meant to ask them that
Havoc. How do you Havoc? How do you do that though? Unless every time you can get your hands on the gun before you. I mean,
because you would think the aesthetics is the first thing that
yeah,
draws you to.
draws you in, right? I mean, it's just it's. I'm a liken it to a fine woman. The first thing that draw you into the woman is you see it. You're like, all right, she bad. After you find out later that she can cook and she do this and she do all. You know what I mean?
Or not.
Right. Exactly.
Or not. Yeah, I mean, I
Think so,
think
Jake.
I learned a lot though. I learned a lot. I like having some of these guys on here that give us that that personality, right? Like
Why BTG?
Bob has his own
Right.
way of relating to
Mm-hmm.
the community, and you learn a lot from these guys, and they all bring it to you from a different angle. Now, obviously, you got to sell your product, right? Like
Right.
they look crazy. I'm gonna come over here try to sell somebody else's product. But you got hundreds and hundreds of people thousands of people that you can speak to and tell them what it is about your product. Somebody on here now wants to go get a Jacob Gray
Uh,
gun.
okay, Havoc. Havoc said the first 250 come that way.
Okay, okay, okay. I see, Chris. I'm
Right
kind of
there.
like you. I agree with Chris on that. He said, "Looks draw me, performance keeps me."
Right. Yeah, I think that was yeah that was and I like you said and I like it when we bring different people on too because I like the whole humanizing of that
That's
because you
important
get
to me, man.
yeah
That's important to me. I can't.
yeah
You know how I am about that, bro. I do not
mm-hmm.
like bougie ass people.
No we don't
I just don't. I just don't like.
right there with you bro
You can be bougie, but don't act bougie.
right exactly because if you
Like I
act
don't.
bougie got a problem
Yeah, I can't deal with people like that, man. Like that's so to me. You know, um,
Oh, okay.
humble approach. I've
Yeah.
said that, and I wasn't just saying that because they was on here. You've heard me talk about Jacob Gray a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only because, man, you should hear the shit we be talking to Jay when we at the event. Like when me and Billy was at NRA, man, we just sat there like going at it for a while, and it's good that guys can loosen up like that. Just like when we at the meetup and we all
Right.
messing with Bob, like, hey man, Bob got jungle fever. We just and
Right.
he can take the joke, but he's in the mix with everybody. To me, man, that shit goes so far.
That's important.
That goes so far in who will support you and who
Right.
won't. And also events like we have, there's no other event like it in our space.
Right.
So to get companies like that, it's mutually beneficial because it's beneficial for us that Jacob Gray is doing very well and they have a lot going on, and we can have them out and allow the community to be able to experience these
Mm-hmm.
firearms and be up close and personal with the company. That's good. It benefits them because now you get to touch a demographic that you normally wouldn't reach, right? And you get to be there firsthand and create a community base where you're going to get somebody who's going to buy and they're going to tell somebody and they're going to tell somebody, and it'll have a positive effect on you.
I don't know what that says. I can't read that.
What?
That I don't know
Oh
if that's
my God.
Japanese
Translate
or
that, man. Siege, what that say?
yeah. Well, somebody said what that says. 'Cause I don't know. I
Might
think
be
it's
another one of them trolls. Block them.
I mean, okay. Because I'm like, because might as well.
He said the Canic Prime looks nice. I ain't never shot it, but from y'all feedback, I'm a pass. What feedback? I like the Prime.
Yeah, I like the gun.
Yeah, I like the Prime, but
They should have made the holes bigger.
yeah, I think that's I think for us, man, it's important that we able to express what we think. If it's something I don't like about, sometimes man, it be stuff about a particular gun I don't like, but it don't mean I don't like the gun. It's just something about it I don't like.
Mirror is stupid. So I can translate it for you. That's a foreign language. You're welcome.
Shut up, man. He said I can't stand fake hood cats. Damn, Armel, where'd that come from?
That's that Brooklyn. That's that Brooklyn.
He said fake hood cats. It'd be a lot of them, man. Everybody want to be from the hood.
Right. I don't be who you are,
You
man.
know how much I wish I was from the suburbs, man. I just had it like easy. The big houses, the
They-
nice cars.
they-
That would have
that's the
been the
funny
perfect
thing.
upbringing.
They don't be understanding that.
That would have been the perfect upbringing, man.
What up, Mega?
Dang it, Siege.
I don't speak whatever. I'm surprised, Siege.
Yeah, usually she knows. I thought she was gonna come in and tell us what it said.
I'm gonna check out, bro. I'm gonna check out one of them hydraulic systems, though. I was sitting there thinking, what I want to put in it.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of that too. I was listening like,
Yeah.
man, that's pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Because everybody run and grab the toolless guy rods.
The Recoil Repo. Right. You know I like the tools guy. That's what
Yeah,
I do. I like
that's to me, they do such a good job of coming up with these catchy names, man.
them. Uh-huh.
Everything they came out with had a catchy name to it.
Yeah, when he said it, I was like, yeah, I gotta have me a Reaper. That's what I started thinking. Gotta have one of those. What
When
do you
you
got?
when you look at some of this, I like that whole, like what I was just telling about the swagger, man. When you see Todd, he always got on something dope. Jacob Gray. Now, I don't
Mhm.
even know if they offer all that as merch. But I be thinking, man, Jacob Gray could be a clothing line. Like that's it's like a
It sounds like it.
like
Sounds like it.
boy, I got that new Jacob Gray jogging suit, bro.
That's right.
It's got some swagger to it.
I have a question about the meetup. What's your question?
Say it. I'll tell you anything you want to know about the meetup.
That's the way.
You know what's interesting, bro? He can ask his question about the meetup, and we don't even have to answer it. Somebody in the chat can.
Exactly. Somebody else answer it for you. Uh,
The dudes
yeah,
that
you,
use the
Mega.
extra.
Yeah, watch the replay, man, for sure.
Yeah, I think it was some good info tonight, man.
Yep.
Good info. And I like the humble approach.
Mm-hmm.
But I told you, man, I was like, man, I told you when I came back, some cool dude. Jay, I've been seeing a lot over the years, over the last few years.
Recall Reaper. That's right. Made you have it. I like that. I like that name.
All the names, bro. The Knox Nine.
I got I got
See. I
I
forgot.
got the
See, I
Recall
got my
Reaper
list of
right here.
questions here. Like one of them was, like, where'd they get that name from? Like, what does it mean? What is Knox
Right. So
Nine mean? That's
it
something to
makes
do
me
with
think about
nocturnal? Is it like what is
it
it?
made me think about when Knox made me think about like Nas, like in a car, bro, where you put the gas in and make it go faster. That's what it makes me think
Okay,
of.
okay, okay, okay.
I don't know if that's what I think about.
I'm saying, man, they have a lot of swag. Another part that stood out to me was saying, look, we don't come from the competition shooter space.
Right.
We're not competition shooters. We just
Mhm.
try to get the people what they want. I think
Right.
that's dope. Yeah, I'll be there, Mega Man. Thanks to you all. Shit. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do an RMR Friday, man.
Okay.
I think that'll be another big giveaway. I told you the first few giveaways of the year gonna be crazy because
Ah, that's a good guess too, Tank. Equinox.
what equinox mean?
Uh, C's give a dictionary definition, please, for equinox.
Seize the dictionary. Seize
Please,
what equinox? What is it?
equinox
Oh,
definition,
that was
please.
a vehicle. I used to have one.
I know what it is, but I don't have a definition. I'm thinking of a way to say it. That's good, Tank.
That's crazy.
Say what kind of numbers you need to make the shot show invite list.
None.
You don't need none. You just need to. It's from the first year. It's certain things that they want to see. If you got a channel, it's certain things that they wanted to see in the description. So I did what they said.
Actually, it's really easy, man. If you want to
That's
go to
it.
Shot Show, you really want to go, just shoot us an email. I'll show you how to go.
Yeah.
People don't be wanting to give up the game, man. Do you know how like we hear about Shot Show and you be like, man, everybody can't go to Shot Show. And they try to make it be
Yeah.
so like it's so exclusive. Like you gotta be on this, you gotta be part of Illuminati to go to Shot Show. You gotta be
Ask Armel. Ask
influenced.
Armel. Because the first year that I went there, we get a phone call, and he had the construction joint up the street, and Armel made his way. He got
You
in.
got in. But
Ask Armel.
but this is the thing though.
Got in on the spot.
Shout out to Black Rambo because he helped me get
Huh?
in my first Shot Show. He told me the ropes. Like, but a lot of people don't want to give you the game. Out of all the people, he just hit me like, bro, you got to go to Shot Show. I'm like, man, I don't know how to get in no Shot Show. What I got to do? And then once I learned what you have to do,
Right.
you be like, get the hell out of here. Like
Like
you,
that's it.
everybody can go.
He was like, that's it. Equalizer.
Equinox mean equalizer.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
what that's saying?
Hold on. I'm about to look it up right now. I'm about to ask
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Siege, what's taking you so long? You supposed to tell us what that means.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, he know everything. He almost know as much as Google.
I think you know more sometimes. Equinox is one of the 2 days each year when day and night are almost the same length, about 12 hours each. That's
That
what it
can't
means.
be. That can't be the name of. That can't be what it means.
I
That don't
wonder.
make sense. What would that have to do with the gun?
Nigga got it out there too the same time I did.
Yeah, what would that have to do with the gun?
Date or
Oh,
time
Steve
is
did
sun
put it out there.
celestial equator. Oh, I didn't see that.
So that can't be what it means.
I wonder. Now I want to know.
What is the Knox? What is behind the Knox Nine? Jay, if you're
Yeah,
still
what is
listening,
Knox? What is
or one
Knox
of
talking?
y'all, what's behind Knox Nine? What is it? What's behind the name?
Right.
It's
Now listen.
right. Right, Philly slow. They act like you got to be deep in the bed to get in the shot show.
Right. But that was actually the call. Yo, I'm here. We're like, man, we see if we can get it. But next thing you know,
Yeah,
Armel
I remember
found us.
Armel pulled up at shot show. I
Yeah.
remember.
Next thing you know, you find us on the floor.
It's I think if you
Nah.
really into the space,
Okay, Tank. It represents balance.
okay.
Thank you, Siege. We saw it. It represents balance.
Yeah, my
Okay.
bad, Siege. I said what's taking us so long. She had already answered, but um, that's the thing too. Like if you in the space, like if you really in this gun space, I think you should go to shot show one time.
Yeah.
If you don't do nothing but just walk around a couple
Right.
days, you go to Vegas, you get to see Vegas if you ain't never been or hang
Yeah.
around. But I think it's something to go experience. I'll keep it 100 with you. If I didn't have to go, I wouldn't.
He says that every day.
If I didn't absolutely have to go, I wouldn't. But that's me though. That's after what 5 years of going
Uh huh.
every year. You pretty much seen it. It's cool to see all the new stuff that's coming out though. So you get a lot of intel.
Yeah, you do. And when you go for the first time, that's what, bro. I did exactly what he told me to do. He said the first day, he said just go see the show. And that's what we did. We just went and saw the show.
My first experience was kind of okay. Notch 9 equal the balance of recoil, flatness, and smoothness. Okay, thanks
Okay.
for having. My first time, man, was kind of miserable. My first shot show.
I remember you talking about
It was overwhelming and kind of miserable because I didn't have a game plan. I didn't know nothing. I was just kind of walking around aimlessly, man. My feet, legs tired. I walking in circles. You don't know where you're going. I think I saw this already. You don't realize that it's 3 floors here. You go across the bridge. You're in the other building. You got
that.
multiple floors over there. You got it's so like you. It's almost impossible to walk around the whole thing.
That show need to be
Man,
two.
you be getting hungry. You got
Yep.
to figure out. You know,
We handled that. We had sandwiches.
yeah, like they can pack lunches and everything. Me. Well, I mean, once you go enough, you start learning. You say, okay, at this point, I'm gonna get there early.
Hmm.
I'm gonna move around. Get there like 8:30. I'm gonna move around to about 11. Then I'm gonna leave because you're in Vegas. It's food everywhere. You just go
Yep.
sit down, grab you something to eat, get you a little rest, then go back and do it. So like what Ty said, like they do the giveaway, they're gonna do it at 4 o'clock. Most of these companies they'll do these giveaways and these cool things to they do them late in the day
Yep.
because around 4 o'clock everybody leaving. But that's a reason for people to hang around. You do it at 4 o'clock. Hell, I'm gonna hang around
Hmm.
to go see if I can win this giveaway.
So
You know,
regular gun guy at gmail.com.
yeah. Just email me, man. I'll tell you what to do. I see Chris just email. I'm gonna get back to y'all. I ain't gonna email you tonight though. I'll email you tomorrow. But right now it might be too late.
You think so?
Yeah. Registration ended already.
Oh yeah, that is right.
You're in January. It ends like the middle of December.
Unless unless you,
Pre-registration. Now,
like
you
I
can pay.
said, that's what I said. Unless you want to do an all mail.
Yeah, you can pay to get in there.
Yeah. You want to do an all mail and show up and like, listen, I'm here. Yeah, cause
Yeah.
I'm going in 27. I can go this year.
Yeah, I got you, bro. It ain't nothing, man. When I
I'm ready to go
when
then.
I tell you, you're gonna be like, what? It ain't nothing. So, all right, y'all. So, we got. I'm excited. Jacob Gray gonna be on as a sponsor and be out there. Um, I believe they'll be there this time.
I think so. He gave it.
Fusion is on. Taurus or
Yep, all gonna be out there. We're gonna have some good stuff out there.
Stellar is our title sponsor again.
We're gonna have some good stuff out there.
I'm excited about that as well. I'm bringing my Stellar rifle. My
Please do. I was gonna ask you to do that anyway.
yeah. I mean, even though they're gonna have rifles out there, but I'm bringing it.
Yeah, no, but I want to shoot yours.
Yeah. You should. Um, that's it for us, man. Join me Friday. We're gonna have a um,
Same thing, girl.
big giveaway this Friday as well,
Hmm.
and probably next Friday too. The next 2 Fridays, So I'm preparing for SHOT Show. So I'm gonna try to give away some really dope stuff. All right. So if that's if that's it for y'all, that's it for me, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta get up really early. So
Yeah. Work
everybody
day.
be easy, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Jacob Gray, for stopping by. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all smash the like button on the way
For
out.
sure.
I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace. Go Bears.
Peace.